Pastor Steve Pixler and Talking Trouble on 91.7 The Truth. There it is, 10 minutes past 9 o'clock. It is now the final hour of the final day of Share-a-thon Mission Possible. Doug Price over here on the table. I'm Brian Reeder. We've got Susan Lee still out there in Bone Central. We've got a stock-packed, full building filled with volunteers and just various other people wandering around the building. It's amazing, Doug.
Brian, so many folks have given of their time this year. Actually, we're getting to a point where some folks actually have to go to real jobs and places where where they can pay them and everything. So we are getting we're going to move some folks around, and here in this last hour, if you can believe it, here we are at the end of the week, Friday morning, 10 minutes after 9. We've got 50 minutes left of Share-a-thon 2009. At 10 o'clock, it'll be, as they say, all over but the shout.
Okay, we want to say thank you to Juan and Elito. Thank you for your gift. Also, here's Glenn from Shady Shores, Lorna from Garland, and John from Dallas, all making gifts online at 917thetruth.org. We encourage you to go online and make your gift. It's safe and secure right there on our website, 917thetruth.org. 45 minutes to go until Share-a-thon is over. Doug, we've been at this since Saturday, and now here we are, the final day, the final hour, the final minutes of Mission Possible.
I want to reach back to last Saturday and just say thank you to the very first person. I don't know their name. I don't remember when that call came in, but someone back there started all of this going, and I want to also say thank you to whoever will be the last call in today and everyone in between. Over 27, we're almost getting to 2,800. I don't know how many, I've lost track of the numbers. We don't have them in front of us, but almost 3,000 people have participated with us right now. What's the last number?
Over 2,800.
2,800 folks. And I want to say thanks to the first and to the last. Every one of you have made a contribution, whether it was a $2 or $3 or a $5 gift, or whether it was 1,000 or 3 or 4,000 or 5,000. We've had people giving at all levels, and now we have this closing few minutes of Share-a-thon 2009. We are grateful to God for how He has worked in the lives of believers across the Metroplex.
We are only how many calls away from 3,000 donors?
97.
We are only 97 phone calls away from having 3,000 partners with 91.7 The Truth. So all of a sudden, we have a very realistic plateau to reach here. That's something that KVTT has never done before, and that's having 3,000 partners on our rolls here. Partners with 91.7 The Truth. 36 minutes to go, and Share-a-thon is over. That's one of the deadlines. Here's the other deadline, is that 92 calls now to reach that 3,000 friend plateau. 3,000 people partnering with 91.7 The Truth.
This is your ministry, after all. How many years have you been listening? If you've been listening for 10 years, could you give $10? If you've been listening for 20 years, could you give $20 per month? That's the kind of thing we're going to need. There's a legacy, a heritage of faith that has been represented by 91.7 over the years. Maybe you have listened for all these years, and you're thinking to yourself, I don't think I've ever called in. I just don't remember ever participating. Well, my friend, this could be your year. We'd love to have you. We've got a great incentive for you. You could be one of our final 100 folks to move to this 3,000 friend mark. And if you make that gift of $10, $20, $30, we'll match it up. We're going to match everything until we get to $5,097. So a lot of good things happening right now. We'd hate for you to miss out on the blessing.
32 minutes to go until the end of Mission Possible. And we are how many away now, Susan? 89 calls away from reaching a new level that KVTT has not seen in years. Probably has not seen ever. And that's, as a listener-supported ministry, we depend on individuals, families such as yours, for our support. And right now, we are only 89 people away from reaching that 3,000 partner plateau. 25 minutes to go until the end of Mission Possible, Doug Price.
Well, and it's amazing how quickly, not only this morning, but this whole week has gone, Brian. What an amazing, amazing week. Here we are, 25 minutes left, and I wonder what our call count is. We're going to 3,000 partners by the end of this hour.
All right, here's the update from the 9 to 9:30 time slot. We received 22 calls, totaling a little over $2,000 in faith promises. That gives us 2,925 partners.
Wow.
So we're only 75 away from reaching that 3,000. Here's the grand total. You've raised $646,144. Congratulations.
Counting down, final minutes. This is the, I guess you could call it the 11th hour. It's probably far more than that. I have no idea how many hours we've been at this, but it has been fun all the way. You know, it's been a little wearying. I think you can probably hear the tiredness in our hearts and souls right now, but there's a thrill and a joy in doing all of this, working with these sweet volunteers and hearing from you. We've all had opportunities to be on the phone and talk with you directly. You've shared your heart, your love for this ministry.
Now, just in case you're tuning in, you're wondering, like 67 phone calls, what's that about? When we looked at our totals this last half hour, we realized that we were only a handful of people away from having 3,000 partners in ministry at 91.7 The Truth, and we are now 66 phone calls away from hitting that 3,000 mark. The clock says we have 7 minutes. 7 minutes till the end of Share-a-thon. Mission Possible 2009 about to go into the books for this springtime. Thank you so much for that phone call. 9:53 and 60 because we just had the Pathway Speech and Language group in Grapevine make an online gift.
That's great. That's great. Thank you for all the ministries. I want to say thanks to all of the folks who help provide food for our Share-a-thon while we're just thinking about the companies, not only the individuals, but companies who have stood with us. It's been such an encouragement to us, and we thank you for that. We are appreciative to Waffle House and to Starbucks and to the Veranda Restaurant. I'm trying to think of all the folks. There was a steakhouse that gave us lunch one time. Porterhouse Steak.
Porterhouse.
Yeah, I mean there's so many. I've left anybody off. We'll give you an appropriate recognition later. Thanks for what you've done. You have made this an opportunity for us to have all these volunteers who work, by the way, at no charge, and you provided food at no charge, which was all about us being good stewards of the money given to us. And we're counting it down. Closing minutes, 6 minutes about to go in our Share-a-thon 2009, and then it will all be history. Would you be a part of it right now? Help build the walls around our city. Meanwhile, 4 minutes to go. A lot of phone volunteers. I can look and see at least 3-4 lines available.
3.5 minutes to go now to the end of Share-a-thon. We're still chasing down 3,000 partners in ministry. We are just a handful of people away from reaching that level, but we do need everyone to call in with that gift of any size. It could be a monthly gift, it could be a one-time gift, whatever that number is that the Lord puts on your heart to give. Know that you're going to be participating in a ministry that is sharing hope and encouragement with the world.